A large group of women were gathering, and there were seven simultaneous conversations carrying on in the room. At the time, public speaking opportunities for me were fairly consistent, and I was often invited to speak on biblical sexual integrity. So when I overheard the spicy topic of gay, my ears perked up and I leaned into the conversation. I heard a wife venting her frustration because of her husband's use of be. In short, she felt disgusted by his frequency of entertainment and was nearing a breaking point. This was not my Christian crowd, so I simply nodded, listened, and maybe made an occasional comment. Then the topic of 50 Shades popped up in another cluster of women, and the room converged into one giant 50 Shades gaggle. By then, I was a full-fledged Bible-believing girl that stopped watching rated R movies for my own good and didn't even own a television anymore. But I gathered from the room that it was a movie adaptation of a book series. Another married woman shared reading one of the books during her evening commute on the train. The room was hysterical with laughter as she called herself out for getting on the train and was relieved that she was finally arriving home to see her husband. Days later, I was reflecting on the juxtaposition between both women's experiences with adult content. One woman was disgusted by her husband's appetite for adult entertainment in private, while another woman laughed at herself for reading graphic content while in public. I'm sharing this story because whether you call it adult entertainment, soft or the emerging trend of smut books on Book Talk, it's all in the camp of the spirit of perversion and lust of the eyes. Do you see the contrast? One woman is heartbroken about what her husband does in private. Another laughs about what she did herself in public. And both are under the same spiritual ambush.